Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
What's that? Three's the mic, man. Three's the mic. Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, lady. Check 24.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. Check.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check three. Spot red, lady.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
54. Check. Watch 54. All day, dog.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 17 yards to pick up there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coleman now. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Let's go!
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And there he goes again. Oh, what a juke into space. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Ooh, the juke. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
56, 56. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the 44, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
57's the mic. Watch 57. No game on this defense. No game. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You're trapped. Pass 85. Pass 85. 57's mic. Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now left side on the swing pass. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
57's the mark.
Allen now looks to throw. cannot get away, and down he goes. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Let's go. Tight. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Now Darnold.
Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from second to third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Darnold. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense. Let's go. Hey, tight. Mike spot 4. Smooth. I got you. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike. 50. We go.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball, team.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Stop your whine. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Come on, boy.
From the 31, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold going to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
56 right there. Let's go. 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
57's right. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, here's Agnew. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. All passes, all completions, and just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Man, 80. Check, check. Lucky.
Again, Darnold. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, it's Coleman. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Will be 3rd and 19. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big 52 yards. On 1st down, Coleman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. To the air, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Allen. Incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now Bell. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Here we go, son. 56 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Lady. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Buying time, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this. Right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.